Well, hello everyone and welcome yourselves to the channel, and today we are showcasing Against the Storm because on the 8th of December the game releases in 1.0 and it's coming to Game Pass also, so I highly recommend checking it out on there. I have been pretty addicted to this game. I've had a couple of people in comments say check it out and stuff, so I thought I've had the key for a while and dabbled, but I took the plunge and actually learned a little bit about the game, and I want to showcase it to you. So we'll run through a scenario and I'll talk through some of the basics now. So when you first start, you go through the tutorials, which teaches you lots of stuff. Highly recommend doing them when you first play. But you have something called the Smouldering City, which is this volcano. Each cycle you have a certain amount, I think it's 31 cycles or 31 years, to see how far you can get, and you've got to try and reach these green things to unlock certain things. You got question marks to say which way to go, and they unlock certain things like this. So when we do a scenario near this, we have the opportunity to, as a reward, to get gears as well as just the food. Now each scenario you level up. If you complete or fail, it doesn't matter, I'll show you, and you can upgrade to make yourself stronger. You go in here and you have the ability to do certain upgrades. So we're level 6 at the moment, almost level 7, and as you unlock or complete scenarios you can get stronger. So this one, for example, reduces the rate at which you can lose, and yeah, it's worth going through, and you unlock a different merchandise from traders as you get along. So the more you play, the stronger you get, and the tree's pretty damn big. So each scenario is very, very unique, so I'll take you through and we'll play one. So I'm going to go ahead going near this, so we're aiming to go towards this green. We've completed 2 so far. We've actually failed our last one cycle, so we've got 5 years left before the Blight Storm, so we've got to complete this one and then we'll be finishing cycle and starting again. Each Blight Storm cycle you do need to start again and build out, and eventually you're going to try and get further and further. Right, so I'm going to select here, and when you go in you get the randomized caravans that you start with. So you've got different races: harpies, lizards, foxes, humans, and beavers, I think it is. I haven't unlocked foxes yet, so I haven't got to play with those, but I know they exist. So we're probably going to go ahead and say I want the humans. The reason I'm grabbing the humans is they're good at farming. They're easy to keep the resolve a little bit higher. And then you get the ability, you can change the difficulty. So you unlock, the more difficult you do, it keeps unlocking more and more difficulties. That keeps going all the way up to like Viceroy 20 or something. For the sake of this, I have beaten on Veteran, but I am going to go into Pipe so I can show it off. And we're going to take a bit in with us, and that's going to be in the way of some stone. We're going to say some vegetables, and we've got 1 more point, so we may as well use it. I'm going to take in some roots. Well, I don't think we'll need the wood. Alright, the moment you get in then, you are presented with your randomized scenario. And for our one here, I think it's because we're in the woodlands, you get extra wood. So trees give more wood. And impatience grows 50% quicker. But every ongoing trade reduces the impatience. So this kind of run wants us to do trading over here. Now, based on your difficulty, you get easier scenarios. So gathering speed increased by 50% during the nice seasons. And we also get these. And then you get the bad actors. So 100% destroys their field. Wood cutting fells trees 50% faster, but has a 100% chance of destroying their yield. That's actually horrible. Alright, villagers with this effect have 5% chance of perishing every 15 seconds. The hailstorm. And this is if you have the thingy, the hostility meter going up. At the moment you start at 0. But as you join, you're presented with this, and you have these things called glades that you need to pop into. And they give you different randomized resources and events as you go along, and you unlock certain things. So I can see with us here, we've got the these root deposits, so that needs a small foragers camp. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of those first off. Just going to put down my buildings that I am going to be using. I'm going to get the trade post in, and then we're going to put in some paths, and we'll start that off. And then the next thing we're going to get is a woodcutter, and we're going to cut into a couple of these smaller glades, like off the beginning, and I'm going to mark where I want the trees to be cut from. And then we're going to hit play. So when you first start, you just need to kind of collect all your resources. You've got food, building materials, crafting resources, and fuel. You need to keep the hearth burning. And then as you level up, so the goal to win the scenario is to have this reputation go all the way up, so the blue bar, before the red bar goes up. For every blue 1 bar you ding, it does actually, for every, 1 order you complete, it does actually knock this down as well. I'll show that in a moment. But we're going to go ahead and assign some humans and start gaining some things from those. Now, beavers, they all have different needs and they're all better at certain things. Humans are better at farming. Beavers are better at wood cutting. They gain more from wood chopping. I'm going to go into these now. For each one level you get here, you see these reputation points. You unlock these buildings on the blue things here. And they're all randomized, so you can re-roll as part of like the roguelike feel to it. With what we have at the moment with beavers and these, they both use coats. These are the types of things I try and match. They both have biscuits. Flour would be good from here, and you get packs of building materials as well. But I also like the idea of getting the planks from here. So it costs less to produce them. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that lumber mill. Then we're presented with another option. So what we can do, you get one free reroll, by the way. We don't know what we're working with yet, although we do have the roots. So based on what these guys have, I'm tempted to get the wine. If I just go back out here, you'll see they have needs. So luxury. So certain things. Wines, mushroom wines and things like that as well. So I think I'm going to go for the cellar. And then we've got one more to get here. So weaver would be allow us to get the fabric for then getting the coats, or we can grab a farm and hope that we find one, or we can wait. So for the last one, I'm going to wait and see what we're working with on the map. I will, just so I know that it's there, I will go ahead and put in the lumber mill. And in order to get what we need from that, we're going to need the crude workstation. I'm just going to put the crude workstation around the back here for now. And I'm going to say no to planks, but we're going to say yes to bricks and fabric at the moment. And I'm going to turn on stone for that one as well. And then in here, we're going to allow all things for the clothing when we can. And here's the orders thing I'm going to show you now. So each time you get randomized orders, as the game goes along, you unlock more. And they give you Queen's Grace, which knocks down the reputation by 1 each time you complete these. So it helps you keep this down. And this goes up, obviously, as well. So, simple path, that's a really easy one. So provide 35 paths and we'll unlock this here. Or we can go into this one and get some villagers. I'm going to pick the 35 paths. We can already deliver that one. And then Lost in the Woods. So we can either complete any 2 glade events, or we could do the glade. So cut through the forest to discover 2 glades. This would give us 6 tools, plus 1 clay production, plus 1 stone production. I'm going to go into this one here. And then one more, human resolve. Keep human resolve above 22 for 30 seconds. Now, we could do that by building human houses, actually. And that'll give us 2 more humans too. 30 wheat. I think I'm going to pick that one. That should be easy enough. I'm going to deliver that one straight away. That's going to give us the 10% faster on the roads. So we'll make sure we get the roads in to make them move faster. I'm going to assign the beavers to the wood cutting so they can start getting through there. The beavers have better 10% chance of doubling their yield. And we now have unlocked some more things in here as well, but as I say, I don't really want to unlock them yet. So we'll have the one. They queue behind each other on the basics as well. One other thing is called cornerstones, so you unlock these every so often as well. Not sure on the timings of that, so please do comment if you played the game as well, the guys that really mentioned things to me about this game before. Do pop them in there with any basic tips that help newcomers to the game as well. So, you pick from these randomized things, and they're basically buffs, essentially like rogue games have. Hearth burns 5% longer for impatience point you have, so we get no gain from that at the moment. Each newcomer group has 2 additional villagers. Ancient mushroom farming techniques are described within mushroom production, increases by 1 for every time. I'm going to actually decline, not bothered by these, and we're going to take the 10 amber. The amber is used for trade, and we did put in the trading post, so once the wood's ready, we'll get this one built. I'm going to set that as priority as well. I'm just thinking whether I just take this weaver, you know. I'm going to take the weaver just to see what the next one is, because we're going to need that. Okay, this is pretty good. Okay. Definitely going to wait on that one then. We'll determine what we put down based on what we have here. So if we find a farm, we can take either one of those. If we don't, and we continue to need foragers camp, we could go down that route as well. Alright, trade camp is in, so every so often they'll come through and you can make trades. You can call them immediately at the cost of the reputation or Queen's Resolve. Queen's Impatient here. You got to be careful. Now, I do absolutely love it. Like, I find it really, really addictive. I genuinely would recommend, not necessarily buying it if you're unsure, but try it out on the Game Pass for sure before you want to decide whether you get that. For me, it's... I don't know, it's very addictive. It's the first time I've played a game non-stop for 6 hours and wanted to play more. But fortunately, I have to go to bed. So, but yeah, it's one of those, right? Okay. But moving on, into the game here, we have actually unlocked now our first glade. And these are randomized little things you get. So you usually get one type of ingredient here. So in this case, we can gain meat from these giant broodmother slick shell things, which it tells you the buildings you need for gathering as well. And then you get these little abandoned caches or events that you can do. And each one allows you to break them down or send to the Citadel to unlock Queen's Grace and certain items, which we don't have any tools to be able to do that anyway, so we can't do that option. We are going to go ahead and break open. If you click the item here, you can choose from different items you have to achieve that. We're going to go ahead and assign one villager to that. It'll take them 1 minute to break that one open. They'll need to take the stone over to it. Now, the woodcutter camps will only cut within this radius, and they'll cut the closest first unless you specifically mark. You have these options here to avoid glades, which are those small things, except marked. Only marked trees, so you can kind of determine what they cut as well. I kind of just push them into the trees I want. We are now pumping out some bricks, so we'll keep an eye on that one. It looks like we're making our first lot here. And we should then be able to go into the lumber mill to make our plank once that's done. I'm going to turn off the pack of trade goods and the scroll here, and I'm going to make sure we are only making planks. We also need to get something to make fabric here. And what that can be is over here. Look, we can get plant fiber from the harvester's camp. I'm going to go ahead and get one of these in. And we're going to start the flax fields and grab that from there as well. You'll notice this permanently goes up 0.29 per minute. The harder difficulties and stuff change the multipliers and things that are happening as well. Alright, we have popped up our beautiful little harvester's camp here. We don't really have anyone spare at the moment, but I think I'm going to go ahead and assign the human to it anyway. So I would like to get some of that. And I think what we'll do is say, I'll keep the roots coming there. And I think for now we'll just have to wait on the building because we're waiting for the items anyway. Although they have completed it. Let's see. Oh, you have a percentage chance to gain other items from them too. And in this case, we've got 25% chance of getting clay, 20% chance of getting insects, which is food also. I'm going to go ahead and keep popping open some of these, so I will move this in. I think I'll go into... I don't want to go into the dangerous one just yet. I'll put this over here though, and we'll go into this. So I'll mark these trees here. I'm actually going to mark that one tree there and open this out a little bit. Maybe that one. But yeah, we're into the second year, and that gives us some newcomers here. So it looks like our third race is going to be the harpies. So you only get 3 races per playthrough. Harpies are good for certain things with the herbal stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and say this one here. We've got loads of food actually. It might be better off going into that one. Yeah, we have different needs for each one. So we've got the harpies to worry about. And then we got some cornerstones. Okay, the cost of knowledge can be very high. You can see the content of undiscovered glades, but discovering dangerous or forbidden glades kills 1 villager. Okay, for every completed trade route, all houses will have room for 1 more person. Safe haven. Hostility is reduced by 40 for every hearth upgraded. I kind of want to do this one, guys, the Ancient Pact, but that means we'll have to do it. Although, I'm going to decline. Let's just take the coin at the moment. That gives us something good for when the trader gets here. We can actually buy some resources. We do officially now have the lumber mill, and it wants us, actually. What I'm going to do is take out you. I'm going to put in you, and we're going to set a limit of 20 on the planks, and it only costs 3 wood in here. If I was to do that in the crude workstation, it would cost 8. And that's because of the star rating, right? Because we've got a 3-star rating, it actually costs way less resource to make, so it's worth doing. So we're going to do that. And anyone spare, I'm actually going to go ahead and get the 1 human in there as well to kind of counteract that. We won't get as much wood, but the speed in which they cut down will be just as good. And in here, I'll probably put the other harpy there, so we'll start collecting a bit more resource. But here we go. Our trader is here, and we have some resources. So each trader will have randomized items that will give you a bit of a boost here. Every reputation point you acquire lowers impatience. See, that one's good. I'm going to do it. It gives us 0.5 as well. That did cost us our resources, but I like that. It lowers impatience every time. Although we're not on hard difficulty, so it shouldn't be too bad. But what you can kind of do in here is each item will have value, and you can kind of just trade items for stuff in here. What I'm probably going to do is have a look. So we've got some bricks there. I want to keep on top of the stone, so you can kind of automate and just click auto. So I'm actually going to trade 2 of them for 20 stone here. And that'll do for the trade for now. Yeah, our log's being processed. You can move any building for free as well, apart from certain buildings like mines, I think it is. As you can see, the woodcutter is actually on wheels. We probably need to get the resolve up by building some houses soon. We don't own harpy houses yet, but I do come in with human houses and beaver houses, but they cost. So we have 7 humans. I'm going to start by getting some of these in. because we're going to be getting more. So I'm going to grab those human houses, and then I'm probably just going to say now 1 beaver house. Let's go 2 actually, and then we'll grab in some normal shelters for the harpies when they come in as well. But it looks like we've got 2 more orders we can do. So grab these, and let's see what we have. So use any rainwater. Okay, this gives us 3 harpies over here. So that's 3 packs of building materials, 3 packs of crops. That's actually pretty good. Plus 3 to harpies resolve as well. Yep, let's try that one. Then up next, we've got 10 coal plus 10 packs of building materials, or 40 oil and 40 flour. Now, there's something I like to do, although that's pretty good. Farmer can carry a 5 additional, but I like to get the box of tools. Don't know if it's a good shout, but they typically help and can be used for quite a lot. I'm going to take this one, and we'll start working on building the stuff out there. Alright, so our next glade has popped open. It looks like potentially grabbing a trapper's camp is not a bad idea here. And we've also got the ability to move the forager's camp over there afterwards and grab that cabbage too. We've just unlocked a geyser as well. I'm going to allow you to keep cutting that down for now. Then what I'm going to do is say small trapper's camp. Going to get that in as well. Lizards are the best for the camps for meat and stuff, but that's fine. We do have this little bit of farmland here actually, which I did miss, and this. So if we wanted to do food, we should have done farming. We don't have it yet. So if something came up here like one of these, it would make sense now to go ahead and grab one of these in, because we could then go and get fruits, grain and vegetables or something from one of these two. So I think I'm going to go small farm. But yeah, houses are going in, so that'll definitely help the resolve if we can get that up. But we've finished our first order now. So we can, second one, sorry. We can deliver that one. That's going to bring this up and knock this down. And that's going to give us +1 to these. Nice. And some more tools. There we go. And that is, in fact, going to unlock a new reputation bonus. So we have a need for coal, don't we, here? We could go into the kiln to get the delivery done there. We could go into... the harpies do eat jerky, so that could be a potential. They also use scrolls, don't they? Or education. My least favourite here would be the smelter. I think my favourite one right here is going to be the kiln. I'm going to go ahead and grab a kiln as well. And that's going to be used to get our stuff in. So I'm just going to go ahead and plonk that in here. Squeeze it all in nice and tight around the warehouse. Have the trader in 7 minutes as well. Right, harvester camp has nothing nearby now, so I think that's all we can do with those. So we'll go ahead and deactivate that one. Going to decide, I think I might pop into this one in a moment. That might be the play, and we'll probably just do it directly from here. If I mark all this up, probably go ahead and do that. And let's move the woodcutter straight into this. We'll just get cutting into that, I think. Let's check in. We got no resources at the moment to finish these, but we did get some of the houses in. Human resolve is going to go up to 21. We need to hit 22. Do have a new cornerstone. Clay delivery line. Straight away, I'm looking at that. That's free clay permanently, 3 per minute. So that'll keep us ticking over on bricks. +2 to leather or flame amulets. An artifact infused with the power of the holy flame. Hostility from woodcutters is increased by 6. Pretty good, actually. I'm going to go with the clay, though. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and stick a harpy and 1 human in here, and we're going to carry on grabbing the food in from that as well. We do have a good amount at the moment, but I'm going to keep collecting it. Good for trade and things like that as well. Then I'm hoping we can get the human resolve up with something else. Alright, looks like our kiln is going in, so I'm going to go ahead. Actually, let's have a look here. You see that we're making bricks from here. It's actually costing us sticks, right? Because it's half a star is what I like to call it. So I'm actually going to untick that now. Because we've got this in here, we can also get onto jerky soon. We're grabbing the meat. That's going to help with the harpy resolve. But now, though, I will untick it, and we're going to say just coal in there. I'm going to assign 1 person to that. And then because we've got cloth, I'm actually going to deactivate that one. And I'm going to get the 1 spare there. We're going to get the humans making a bit of coal to finish our order here. Because it costs less as well to make the bricks. So it might not be a bad shout by having maybe the 2 in here, actually. Just ticking those. Right, let's see the new orders then. Alright, so Royal Gardens have at least 10 harmony decorations. Or we go for luxury goods. That's going to take a lot longer. 10 harmony decorations is easier. It gives us some scrolls as well. And 1 production unit from all pack goods. I'm going to pick that one. So it'll be pretty straightforward to do. And then what do we have here? Reach standing level 2. With 2 settlements on trade routes. I like the 12 box of tools, but I also like the idea of getting this artisan in. barrels and coats, you know. +1 to giant vegetable. Well, +1 production. That's 3 dangerous glades. We will probably finish that eventually, so I'm going to go ahead and grab that. And we've got some more newcomers now as well, so I think it's safe to probably go ahead and grab in. I think I want this one, potentially, because we've got the housing to accommodate those, so get those guys in. We're almost cutting into this this dangerous one here as well, so we need to keep that in mind. I think for the woodcutter, though, I should be able to go ahead and assign the beavers now. We'll do that. Gain more yield on those. Oh, nearly missed the trader. I've just caught him in time. So, is there anything we can grab from them here? I'm not convinced there is, and I don't know if there's anything I want to sell to them, actually. So, for the time being, then, we'll leave that. I don't think they've got anything here. Advanced smithing would be good. No, that's fine. We'll let them go then. Alright, we are in. So, this one looks like this is such a cool one. Sea marrow may well be what we go for. Stonecutter's camp is used for that. And there's a giant, large deposit over there for eggs as well. So, each one of these dangerous ones usually has 3 scenarios that you can do here. And you get to persuade, arrest. They're all completely different. Now, this one's pretty good. Bigger barrels, 2 ale production. Or, do we have the items? We don't have the tools to be able to do that. We are able to persuade. So -6 to global resolve during being worked on. Now, if you got this threat meter here, and it has different attacks and things you do if you don't do it in time. So they destroy 3 random caches every 13 minutes, right? And 1 impatient point as well. So you actually do need to get rid of these ASAP. And because that's pretty good yield, I would like to do that one, but I'm going to go ahead and get the 2 humans in, and we're going to go persuade. Now, they're not going to like it while they're working on it, but that's fine. Then you have these other 2 as well. So a provisioner, or provisioners used for trade, or we go into this one. Now, we do have the clay to do that, so I'm actually going to assign the beaver to that one as well. We'll investigate that one. Then we've got one other over here, which is a really good one, again, to break open. We don't have the stuff, so it'd be good to get the sea marrow in first, and then do that one. What is it to grab that? It is a stonecutter's camp. So I'm going to grab that, because one of the requirements is the sea marrow for that. And sea marrow is actually really useful. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Harpy resolve during the storm is pretty low, though. Because we're doing this event, I think, and that red bar that's going around, that means one of them will leave. You don't do it in time. So probably going to lose the harpy here. Unless I turn off woodcutting, that might stop it. Alright, new cornerstone in the new year. So we're into year 4 already. What have we got? +2 more trade routes. Okay, so it's trade route related. Lowers the hostility gained from dangerous and forbidden glades for everyone we do. Cost of knowledge. So content of undiscovered glades C, but it kills 1 villager for every dangerous and forbidden we go into. We do need to complete them, so I'm going to go with this secure perimeter. Or do I decline? Yeah, let's go secure perimeter. And we're going to go ahead and assign some to these marrow now, so we can finish this one. And once that one's finished now, so all the resolve and stuff should be good. We've actually got 2 harpies in back from that, so that's good to see. Now, I think we need 1 more normal shelter here. Just going to plonk one in. Oh, there's farmland there too, so it might just be where we position that. So that route's uncovering farmland, it looks like. So we definitely need to switch to a farm. But as that marrow comes in, I'm going to set that to be broken open by 1, so they'll carry it over. Alright, small trappers camp no longer has stuff in, but we've got this over here, so I'll go ahead and move that so they can start collecting the vegetables. We need to make building materials, and that is going to be done by makeshift thingy. So have we got anything that can do it? I don't think we have. What I need to say is stop making coal though. So what I'll do is put a limit on that of 20, and then bricks will say 14. They'll go ahead and make that. I'm going to deactivate that one now because all the planks are made for now. So we'll slow down on that one. Right, our human resolve has been completed as well. So let's go in and finish that one. That's going to give us 2 more humans. A little bit of stuff here. So that knocks it down by 1. It's getting up pretty quickly, isn't it? This one, because we're not doing trading, the Queen's Impatience going up pretty damn quick. So we need to be careful. Let's grab in some more newcomers here. What do we want to take? I'll take the food for now, because we're going to go now and get the cellar. Do we want to go with that? I can't remember which one we... Oh, no, we need the weaver, don't we? That's going to make us fabric for cheaper. So that's good. We've got the planks to be able to do that. So because we're going to go back into building, I'm actually going to activate that again. Now, in here, we're going to say no training gear, no pack of goods. And we're also going to say no fabric now. I'm not even sure we need this anymore. Might just Yeah, we definitely don't. So I'm going to go ahead and destroy the crude workstation now. We're not going to be using that. So this one's obviously going to be the fabric, and that is pretty damn good. And we're going to get the harpies in there doing that. And that means we could slowly start to work towards getting our clothing. All right, what can we do here then? So guild house, foragers camp, herbalist camp, herb garden. I think I'm going to go guild house here. That's going to help with our luxury as well. So if I... Oh, I can't squeeze it in there. Let's go that way. Let's squeeze it in right there. And now we're going to look at getting our friend popped open. So what are we going to do here? Our new orders are in. So let's grab that before we decide what we're doing. So 24 farm fields and 20 crops. Easily done. What's that? All fuel recipes are 33% faster. Monastery. I don't think we have one of those. That one's doable. So packs of crops there is good. What do we have here? 16 harpies. We've only got 5, so I don't think we'll be getting that one. Although, it is doable. We can pick whatever the harpy one is, so I might go for that. Go with that one. Our happiness rating is going to go up based on some of the items we have here, so we need to decide what we're going to cut down next. And it has to be some of these dangerous glades, I think. So let's go over this way. Let's mark this for cutting. Let's get into that one there. And then let's double check here. So agriculture, packs of crops. So we're going to need to make crops and stuff. Makeshift post is going to do the job for us here. I'm going to go ahead and squeeze one of those right there. I'm going to prioritize that one. I'm going to get another beaver and we're going to hammer out these planks. And we're at our limit for bricks as well. Housing wise, we do need to look at. So let's get another human house in. And maybe another... It's a shame I don't own the harpy house, but we're going to have to just go with a normal house here. And farm fields, I'm just going to fill up all of the ones it says because we've got 24 requirement there. All right, we've got our makeshift post then. So we need to do pack of crops, pack of building materials, and then pack of crops over there. So we need to limit that to 20. Then we need to just go a limit of 3 there, I think. And I'll get my humans in there. We have a pack of building materials need as well. We do. We've got 10 of those as well. So we're going to need... Yes, we can select all of them. We'll say 10 on that one as well. All right, trader is here too. What have we got? So I'm going to sell some things here to try and make a little bit of cash because that ancient sewing technique is pretty big. All right, so we've got our 15 amber. I'm going to go and grab that ancient sewing technique for when we get into that. All right, new year. Let's have a look what we've got for a cornerstone. Hopefully something that can help. Every time a villager or leave dies, you get 10 amber. Okay. Copper bars, no. Gain 10 skewers for every pickled goods. I'm going to decline. Let's take the coin there. But we have now got the guild house up and running. So I'm going to go ahead and get some stuff in there. We don't have the wine yet, but we are going to get into that. So I need to get the cellar on the go. Also, let's pop that down there. We're almost into this dangerous glade as well. So hopefully we'll be able to finish some stuff off. Building materials are getting done. We've got loads of crops and stuff to do. Let's see what we're... Oh, look at this. There's our farm fields. Nice. Get all of those covered. So that kind of covers us. We've got the root deposits that are large. Right. This is a good one to keep, by the way. So 2 global resolve if we keep it. Harm the spirits. Or we can burn it down and get some porridge and a bundle of reed. We do this. Yes, we can. And we've got the amber. So I'm going to calm the spirits here. I'm going to send the beavers in for the job. What do we have here? How many tools have we got? 6. Damn it. I think we're going to have to just break it open for now because we don't have the tools. Anything else that's going to give us some tools, actually, if we complete something? Let me check the orders. One of them was going to give us tools, wasn't it? Building materials. I want to keep that. We could do with doing that one because we are struggling a little bit here. Let's just wait on that one. We'll just cut through that and decide what we're going to do. Although we do need to finish the Dangerous Glade event. So we're doing one here. That'll be 2. Let's cut down into this one as well. I don't mind just rushing that. So let's do that. And I'm also going to go ahead and get a small warehouse over here. So I could build towards maybe doing something in here as well. Looks like we've got clay and the stonecutters camp in there as well. We've got our farm fields. We just need the packs of crops. They will start to do those eventually. Just letting them do the... I think I'll get them just to do the building materials. I'm going to turn off packs of provisions now. I'm going to say building materials first. We're working on it. How much wood have we got? We got loads of wood, so we're fine there. I could do a trade route just to slow them down as well. I might do one because it slows down the Queen's Resolve. We'll be fine though. We'll knock this down in a moment. Yeah, we're going to have quite a few that are done. And we could build the Royal Gardens as well, which is just harmony stuff. So we need just 10 of these. We'll plonk in some fire shrines. And there we go. We've got our first one done. So let's deliver that one. That's going to give us 3 more harpies. And we need 16 in total. That knocks us back down. We're looking a little bit healthier there now. And we'll slowly get into these ones. We've unlocked something else here. So what do we want to do? I think what's going to get their resolve up here? The tavern is also a good one. I don't know whether we want the monastery here. I'm going to re-roll. Fine. Harpy house. Yes. There we go. Perfect. This only takes cloth. 4 cloth to build. Fuck a couple of these in. Say a couple. Let's get 3. That'll do our harpies nicely. If we get a forager's camp, that would be good to grab this, actually. That's huge, isn't it? Because you get the chance of herbs as well. There's a lot of charges in there as well. I'm going to select this to be sent to Citadel, also with one of them. So we're going to get that one set up, ready. What order was it? Yeah, so we're getting there on the building materials. Yep, so we've got another 4 coming in there. Perfect. And here's the newcomers. There's 4 harpies in each of them. So let's go ahead and grab. Oh, that might not be that hard to hit then. We've popped into the next one, though. We got to burn this down, or what do we get for fixing it? Spawns 10 to 14 fields of fertile soil. I don't think we care about that. That pack of crops production's good, though. We have the marrow to do this. Contaminates our food whilst being worked on. So harpies takes 3 minutes as well. I'm going to go ahead and investigate that one. And what do we have here? Another tool one there. Pack of trade goods. I might wait on that one as well, see if we can do that, because we'll have a trade-in soon. And then over here, we're going to see what we can do. We've got barrels, haven't we? So it might be worth allowing some wine to be made. I don't think we can do wine. Pickled goods we can do, though. Plenty to do that. So I'm actually going to assign... Ooh. If you hold Alt, by the way, you can change it to... I'm going to change the guild house to beavers. Then I'm going to go ahead and get the humans in here. We're going to say... Pickled goods. We could do jerky too. Let's grab that as well then. Why not? Yeah, we'll set a limit on that. So we'll say like, I don't know, 40. And then we'll say 30 of that as well. And here's our trader. This might come in handy for what we need. There's the tools. I'm going to take all of them. That costs us 34. So we're going to have to try and... We're going to sacrifice everything here. I'm going to say 4 of those. What else do we need? We might not be able to afford this then. I don't think we're going to... 0.31 each. We might be able to. Let's take that to 45. We're collecting those anyway, aren't we? Okay, you know what? I'm just going to auto that. We're collecting them. That gives us enough. I'm going to say yes to all of those. You know what that means? Do that one, and we can do this one, which gives us a whole bunch of... going to assign to that as well. There's our Royal Gardens. I did way more than I needed them by the looks of it. Looks like they give 2 each. Deliver that one. And that's kind of leveled us out a little bit, actually. And then what can we do? Clothier! Yes! We could still go into that one. Although I think this is the play. Yeah. Clothier is the play. Let's get that up and running as well, because we've got the items for it. I'm going to go ahead and plonk that over here by the warehouse, I think. And we've done the important delivery now, so we can go ahead and do that one. That's more tools again. And some more coats. And we can pick our last 2. Luxury goods. Ooh, look at that one, gives you 30 tools. We don't have those. Stormwater, clearance water, drizzle water. Now, I know how we can do that, actually. It's pretty straightforward, so I will grab that. And then we could do the same for this one. Although this is nice and easy. We've already got the farm fields potential. No, we haven't. Grab this one as well. And what I'm going to do is go into here. And I believe we've got the geyser pump, number 1, over here. And we've got another geyser over here. Is that the one we want? We've got loads of these damn things. Does it give you other? It only gives you drizzle water. And then what we're going to do is get a rain collector as well. I'll just plunk one of those in. So the rain collector collects all 3, I believe. We'll see. We might need 2 of them. Let's see. Once we've delivered one, we'll go into the next. So in here now, we need to get off the building materials and stick to just the crops. Get those packs of crops done. And dangerous glade events, once this is done, we finish that as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we'll win this scenario. We We could go into water skins, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to untick that one. I'm going to untick scrolls. Look at that, 12 coats for one piece of fabric. I'm going to go ahead and get the harpies in, and we're going to say this is an item we could sell for quite a bit too. Let's say like, I don't know, 80. That'll do. Impatience -1. We've just gained all those for the events, and we've also completed this one, which is going to give us... Oh, we were doing the artisan anyway, actually. Could have been our luxury goods. That's good, though. And the parts, so that'll do. And we've got these unlocks. We've balanced it now, and we are winning, from what I see. Don't need a distillery. Don't need a carpenter. Don't really need any of these. I could re-roll. We don't have the coin, though. Bakery, that's fine. And then what else do we want? We could go into plantation. Why not? Oh, there's a thingy over here. I didn't see that one. So we could send that one to the Citadel. We've got the tools for it. So let's go ahead and do that as well. We'll get the extra money. So, rain collector. Let's go ahead and grab someone in there. We don't actually have any people. We should have some coming in soon. So, all houses have room for one more villager. That's huge. That covers us. We'll definitely do that. And we finished our agriculture now as well. So that's 4 more villagers. Hoping it's some harpies. We got 1. That's fine. Let's go ahead and deactivate this now. We're almost there. So we're going to get another 0.75 from that one. So that's going to take us over. You can move this now. So we've got a passive effect of adds 2 global resolve for each service build. Super cool. I'm not sure whether that's global, unless I just stick it over here, but that's fine. We'll move it over there either way. And let's see how well we're doing on the rainwater. Probably get 2 of them on that. Then we've got the geyser over here as well. Get 1 in there. And it looks like this camp is now out. So let's see if we've got any more. The answer is no, there's nothing else to collect from there. So I think we need to move into the farm now. Going to go ahead. I think if we squeeze it right there and we can say just vegetables. I know we could go grain on that one, but I am going to say vegetables. What's that? We've got another reputation point. Cooperage, carpenter, cookhouse, or brewery. I'm going to go brewery. I'm not sure. I haven't used it enough to know what items it takes, but I am going to build it anyway. Get that in over here. We are producing pickled goods. Look at the happiness meter here. We're looking pretty damn good. If we can get biscuits in, we'll be good. How are we doing here? And that one now as well. So we're running out of plant fiber, actually. Have we got any more of that we can collect? Don't think so. We're really low on food as well, which is a problem. So, what does ale take? Looks like we could move into just ale here. Going to untick that. Pack of crops would have been better there. We're going to go ale. You know what? I think we just need farm to be ran with you. I might get a second farm then. What I'm going to do is move that house. Needs to be in this zone though. Go there. Although plantation gives us plant fiber too. And berries. We're just going to go with another small farm though. This one we're going to say grain. To prioritize that one as well. We need to fix this food issue that we've got, which I think that'll help anyway. I might turn both of those on then, so we'll plant both types. And then ale, it's the humans that are better at it. Let's have a look if there's any we can free up from somewhere like a kiln. Harpies in there. Let's put the humans in there to make the ale. Almost there to beating it though anyway, so if we just pop into a few more glades, I think we'll be fine. So actually what I'm going to do is go ahead and plonk these up here, and we're going to mark cut into that big one there. And here we go. There's the 3 harpies we need. So we will be going ahead and selecting that because that means we'll complete the order. So we just need to wait the 30 seconds for that one. So we've got a nice harpy majority, and we've got a trader in as well. So we've got lots of stuff to spend here, which is awesome. Salvaging tools. You can open or abandon cache. Gain 10 copper and 30 wood. The rain mill. I do like the rain mill. Be fair though, I think I'm going to say... How much is 20 tools going to set me back? Well, that's going to set me back enough to be able to get the scout perk as well. That's really good. Let's do that. That gives us a whole bunch of tools to get some more resolve when we cut through. I don't know whether to grab a second woodcutter camp too. I think I'm going to, going to do it. We really need to work on food though, so we need to hope that we're going to get some in. I've got a little bit of eggs coming in from over here as well, so I probably should have done that with the trade. But we've got the harpies thing done here, and that's going to give us large berry baskets, tea infused. Either way though, that takes us very close to completing. Although it could be randomized on this, so I'm going to go ahead and get the harpies on that then, why not? Let's see what we've dug into here. Oh, nice amount of berries here, but we can't do it. There's more farmland though. And we have the ability, one more charge of food over there. So what do we have? Tablets. We could do this. We don't have the provisions though. Let's see what else we have in here. So we can 100% send to the Citadel there, and we might be able to do another one here. What do we get? Leather worker. Tempted to leave that one. We need to do this one desperately, but at the same time, I did want that, but I think I'm going to go ahead and just loot it to get rid of it. It gives us -6 global resolve whilst working on it. 3 minutes, so not the best, but we'll see. And we can dig into potentially some smaller ones while we're going. So the idea, you always just keep moving these guys around. That's what I do anyway. Probably do with another thingy over here. But yeah, the whole point is you get stronger as you go along, but obviously you've got to try and beat this by building certain things. I might not be explaining a lot of it very well, but I know some of you guys have played, so if there's anything I haven't done very well, please do that. Right, next cornerstone, large basket. Plantation gives 50% more. 3 roots per minute permanently. That's food as well, so I think I'll probably take that. Go with that one. It looks like we've got some crops coming in there as well, so food, they're not necessarily going to die, which is fine. I'm not even sure how you use the rainwater, so is it inside of one of these? Not even sure. Doesn't look like we're making any jerky there either. Definitely worth making the jerky because it uses less items than the other food. So, oh, look at that. We're half a point now, and we're done. So this is the edge of the map too. It would probably make sense to cut into here actually, wouldn't it? Do that. Just noticed there's some vegetables over there too. All right, traders here. We've got some coin as well, so it probably makes sense to buy something in here. What's this? Trappers camps for the big one. I'm going to go ahead and buy that. I'm also going to sell that. We'll probably sell these. Might just trade up some berries for now. That's fine. And then I'm going to go ahead and build the trappers camp up here, because there is some chunky food over here, along with a small warehouse. Then we'll just get some paths up. And then we'll cut through this bad boy, and we're in. Look at that food just shot up now all of a sudden though, so we are pretty good. Needs are looking okay for everyone with the clothing, so I don't think there's anything else we can do. Right, so we've got some more people coming in. Grab that. No problem. And we've cut through into this last one now, so I'm pretty sure we can complete it. We can. So we're going to win this one, which is nice, through the use of all of these. How many tools have we got? So many tools. That one we could probably just break open anyway. Each one gives you obviously the option to do certain things. So, small warehouse. We have so many items, it's not even funny right now. What is this one then? What is that? Ancient artifact. Ooh, 5 tablets. That would have been a pretty nuts one. We could have afforded to do it as well. Oh no, we couldn't have. So we'd have to excavate anyway then. Alright though. We'll do all of that. So we've definitely completed the scenario. I'll show you what you can do with the upgrades once we finish as well. Just whichever one gets completed first, but these are literally 15 seconds away, so that's the Citadel. Would have been done. There we go, settlement complete. So we managed to complete that one. We're going to ding level 7, so we unlock some new things to start with as well. These kind of go into the rotation when you unlock them, I believe. I'm not too sure. New Citadel upgrades, cool. We gained 11 machinery, 36 food stockpiles, and we completed a deed. Go back to the world map so I can show you. Alright, so when you get in then... Oh, what is this? Royal resupply. Oh, because I survived, is it? Oh, we went... So does it continue on? I don't know. Caravan wagon, supply package. I've never seen this before, so I don't know what this is. Vision and embarkation range is increased by 2 units until your next settlement. Grants 4 reserve embarkation points. Grants 5 seal fragments. Not sure what they are. Let's go with the caravan wagons then. That was what we got from this, was it? That do. We've got a finish cycle, so I'm going to show you what happens when you finish the cycle. Then we didn't manage to do it. Oh, cycle duration permanently increases by 8, so that means we could go for longer. I'll show you what happens when you end the cycle though. We don't even have whatever this is, but it gives you like a brief overview of what happens, and it resets. So there it is. We'll go back in then, and you'll see now it's randomized again, and you have basically the roguelike elements to go again. But these are what we need. Look, this is perfect. So we're actually going to unlock by completing one of these. It gives us loads of rewards. So when you complete a run, even if you fail, you unlock certain things. I'm going to go into the deeds first. You can claim a reward for that. Sometimes gives you XP items. And then we're going to go into our upgrades here. And this is where you can go in and buy upgrades to make your life a little bit easier. So we have 3 artifacts. You gain a +2 boost to global production speed. Unlock the ability to upgrade mines and access ore veins at deeper levels. Okay. Additional 5 planks every settlement start. You gain a permanent +3 bonus to trader arrival speed. As you can see, if we go up here, see what this one is. You can upgrade Hearth to the district level. Global production speed. So this middle one kind of helps you with permanent slowdown of that. I kind of want to get the movement speed one, but I want to make sure we're kind of balancing here. So I've got to choose trader arrival speed, boost to global production speed. I like that one. But we haven't got enough food to do any further unlocks, so we'd have to go on another run before you can. But here's how far it kind of goes. And hopefully we'll be able to get some more artifacts to unlock some more stuff here. But as you obviously upgrade, the stronger you get and the easier your runs become. That's kind of it in a nutshell, guys. Well, my basics of it anyway, and it's kind of addictive. So each run is very different, or you have to play with the hand you're given almost. So yeah. But guys, do me the favor of giving a thumbs up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And as I say, on the 8th of December, that is coming out, and it will be on Game Pass, so worth a look. And if you aren't subscribed, please do. As always, guys, take it easy. Have a great day. See you in the next one.